Hey viewers, it's Kara, your host for Tuesdays on the Pagan Perspective, and this week is our last week of Death Month, which means we're talking about what we think our souls are working up to. Like, after you've been reincarnated, after you've, gone through whatever you believe that you go through after death, what's the final result? What do we think is the end of it all? What's the point? And I know a lot of people think that once you die, that's it. So for them, this week would be a very simple answer. I think would just be worm food. But I believe in reincarnation, obviously, as I talked about last week with my mom. If you didn't see that video, watch it. I will annotate. But basically, I think that there's something that we're working towards, definitely, because I believe in reincarnation being the way that we work through things and learn all the lessons that we have to learn to get to that perfect oneness and that perfect state of being where we've learned everything there is to learn on Earth. Or, I don't even know, maybe I believe that we reincarnate somewhere else in the universe, because there's got to be life somewhere else, right? I mean, we're not the only ones, maybe. That's a totally different subject, but I mean, who knows, right? And I don't know if I believe that you could reincarnate as an animal, before the end. I like Kyle's idea that at the end you would then be reincarnated as an animal if you wanted to, be a familiar or something like that. And I also never thought about the fact that, or the idea, rather, I never thought about the idea that being a spirit guide or something like that would be a choice. Just based on what I know of me in this life, I would like to do that, because I know that in this life I like to help people, I like to teach, I like to basically just help people through things based on what I can tell them from my experience. So I think that would be something that I would really like to do. If it is a choice, something like that, I would end up doing that. But basically, I believe that there is something like heaven, I guess. I don't know what I think it is. But, Kyle believes in Summerland. So for me, I believe that when Kyle is done with all of his lessons and things like that, he will go to Summerland. My grandfather believed in heaven, so I believe that when he died, he went to heaven. Other people believe in things like Valhalla or something like that. So basically, I believe that whatever a person's belief is, that's what's going to happen for them. So, like, if someone really does believe that once you die, that's it, there's nothing else, I believe that for them, that's what it's going to be like. I don't necessarily think that if you don't believe in heaven, you're going to go to heaven. I mean, obviously, that's what you're taught all the time, is that you have to work towards things like that. So if you don't believe in it, I don't think you'll be there. So whatever my belief is, I would never force that on someone else's reality if they don't believe it's going to happen. So I don't really know what I believe exactly is going to happen, but I believe there's some sort of paradise type thing at the end. There's a place somewhere where we just are. There's just a state of being at the end of learning everything that you just get to know everything. And I think that wherever that comes up, that is the point where you get to know what all of your past lives were. Because I feel like if you're learning lessons all the way, and if you don't know what your past lives are, like right now, I don't know what my past lives were at this point in my lifetime. So I feel like if I've learned all these lessons, it doesn't help if I don't know what I lived through and what I learned. So I think that when you end up in that heaven, paradise, Summerland, whatever it is, that is the point where you get to know what you've been through, and you get to learn the lessons that you've learned in your conscious mind. So you actually get to know everything that you've done. And maybe some of the things weren't that great, maybe they were awesome, whatever it is, you get to learn that and deal with it and learn from it consciously and very knowledgeably. And then you can take that to the rest of eternity, I guess. But yeah, even through that, I think if there was a choice to then go on and go back to Earth or whatever and teach people and help people get through points in their lives, I would definitely choose to do that. At least this lifetime, this mind right here knows that's what I would want to do. Maybe one of my other lives wasn't so into helping people and they wouldn't choose that, but I think I think based on what I know in this life, my overall soul being would definitely choose to do that. That's all I wanted to say about this topic, so real quick, I'm just going to do a little shameless plug. My mom's Etsy shop is finally up, links in the sub bar. And in case anyone heard me talking about how I lost my chakra bracelet again, I finally found it today, so I get to start wearing my chakra bracelet again, which is good. So go check out my mom's Etsy shop, and I'm gonna do some more videos on my personal channel maybe here pretty soon. I still have to catch up on the t-shirt reconstruction stuff. But yeah, so I will see you on my personal channel and on my mom's channel and here next week. And I'm going back to school soon too, so I hope everyone's having a great life and hope you enjoyed Death Month. Alright, see you next time. Thanks for watching. Blessed be. Bye-bye.